What's up, my people? It's your boy, Mr. Getting It Done, and we're out here in Cleveland, Ohio. I can't really, with a little shopping plaza. Just came from the Home Depot, and we was grabbing some materials for a rental unit that has just come on the market, and we're getting rent ready. So we just had a tenant move out. Got to get it rent ready so we can move another tenant in. So a lot of people have been asking me, man, how to get started in real estate. So it's very important, my people, right? When you invest in real estate, you cannot be scared. If it's expensive to invest in your backyard, meaning, you know, if you live in Boston, Florida, you know, Georgia, whatever the case is, right? If you live in a state where real estate is too expensive for you to get in, then you can't be afraid to go to another state that will allow you to get in at a low entry barrier, right? And Cleveland, Ohio is one of them. I've been out here for 4 years now. We've been killing the game. I've been buying up tons of properties, you know, apartment buildings, etc. So we got an apartment building right now that we just broke ground on. We got our permitting all set, and we're starting to get work done on that. So it's extremely important that, you know, you got to get your feet wet. You got to get your beak wet, right? You got to make those mistakes, and it's better to make those mistakes in a lower value property, I would say, versus one that's expensive, right? Because if you get into an expensive property, whether you're gonna flip it or rehab it or keep it or buy it and, you know, rent it to get passive income, you know, real estate's still gonna come with its issues. So you rather learn and understand the process on a $30,000 property, duplex, or, you know, a $500,000 property, right? So you can see that if you learn your lesson in a $20,000 or $30,000 property, it's not going to be as expensive as the one that's a $500,000. So you're going to learn the same lesson. It's just going to be more expensive. So get your feet wet, get your beak wet, man, and get involved, and don't be scared to go outside of your comfort zone, outside of your state, right? Make connections, go to a different state, go to Home Depot, talk to people that look like they're contractors, like they're painters, whatever. Like, talk to them, spark up a conversation in the aisles. That's what I did to build my team out here in Cleveland. I'm not from Cleveland. I'm from Boston. I moved to Florida, and I purchased property out here in Cleveland, and I needed to have people to do the work, right? So the way that I got the people to do the work, and this is something that I learned, right? Out here in Cleveland, there's a scarcity of good people that want to work and do the right thing, that are ethical, that are on time, that actually do a good job. So it took me a couple of years to get my team together. Well, now they understand what my expectation is, they understand what needs to get done, and then they do it to the best of their ability, and then we just copy, paste, repeat. So now I've been able to scale my Cleveland portfolio a lot faster, but I was stagnant for a very long time because the help was sucky. You know what I'm saying? I can't even sugarcoat that. So, you know, Cleveland, great opportunity. If anybody that's upcoming that want to get in real estate, don't got a lot of money, don't, you know, look out here. Cleveland, Detroit, Tennessee, Kentucky, you know, Alabama, places like that have low entry barriers. Don't be afraid to go out, you know, hop on a plane, go out there for a weekend, make a connect, you know, talk to people, ask questions, go to neighborhoods, drive through them, check out the properties, etc. Get with a realtor, get some information locally, and then make it happen. Now, if you're like, yo, D, well, I ain't got no bread, man, like, I'm broke, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is now, a lot of my mentees, they get into real estate through business credit, through leveraging their business credit, right? So I teach them how to go out, successfully set up their business, not successfully, but what's that word I'm looking for? Properly. I teach them how to properly structure their business to put them in position to go out and get funding. So if they go and get funding 20, 30, 40, 50,000, I teach them how to liquidate the credit cards when they get the credit card approvals, and then you use that cash to go ahead and buy real estate. That's going to provide you monthly passive income every single month. And then you take that money and you pay a portion of it back to the credit card, or you take it all and you pay the credit card off, right? And then now your credit card's paid back. You just pay back 20 or 30,000. Now you got a cash flow on property that's paid for free and clear, because remember, you use the credit card to buy that. So I teach that in my mentorship. So You know, there's ways that you could, you know, get money, get access to capital to go ahead and invest in real estate, and you don't have to save money like the old people do. Like the old culture, they're saving up money year after year after year and then just letting it stack up. How long would it take you to save 50,000? Think about that. It's going to take you a long time. So the quickest way to get that capital is through investing in your credit, your personal credit. Make sure your personal credit's right, and then go ahead and leverage that personal credit to get business credit, which is the real bag, to go ahead and invest that in, you know, real estate, trucking, crypto, stock market, whatever. So my people, I wanted to make this video to encourage all of my real estate people, man. If you're new, if you're looking to get started, if you have an interest, don't let wherever you're at deter you from getting in, man. Because once you get in, once you learn, you can apply that blueprint to any state that you go. Numbers and numbers. You feel me? Well, my people, that's it for this one. Short and sweet and to the point. We are out here in Cleveland. I'll show you some footage of some of the properties that we're about to do, so that way you get an idea of how we're doing things out here. And until next time, man, stay beautiful, stay healthy, and keep smashing your goals, man. What's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy, Mr. Getting It Done, and we're out here at one of our properties, East Cleveland, my people. East Cleveland. We just had a tenant move out on the second floor. We're about to go up there and show you how they left it, and kind of like what you got to do. You got to have a plan in place whenever your tenant moves out and a new tenant moves in. You got to get that place rent ready in between. So we're here right now on site. We got some new locks for the front doors, and then for the interior doors, got some masks here. And here she is, duplex. This is pretty much what East Cleveland looks like. About to go upstairs and show y'all what that second unit looks like. So stay tuned, my people. Stay tuned. So here we go. This is what the inside of a duplex looks like in Cleveland, and this is what we have to deal with as real estate investors. Got the locks, but this is what you got to deal with, my people. When you got tenants that really just don't care about your property, this is what they do. This is what you got to be willing to work with, deal with, and get done. Place is disgusting. Has flies everywhere, roaches. I mean, this is just what it is. So, you know, at the end of the day, as an investor, you got to be willing to put up with things like this, and you got to have systems in place. You got to have a team in place that can come out and get this banged out quick. So, you know, we got paint, we got trim. Like, they ruined the shades. You know what I'm saying? Got to replace the shades. You can see right there the flooring, right? You can see that the rugs, the rugs are atrocious, so we got to get those clean. So there's a lot of things. And then look, stove's missing. So there's a lot of things that you got to do. I mean, obviously we're gonna document all this. We're gonna go to the courthouse. We're gonna do what we got to do to file a claim and small claims to get recoup some of this money. But at the end of the day, my job right now as an investor is to get this unit turned around ASAP to get another tenant in here so it can continue cash flowing, and then I'll deal with the courts, I'll deal with all that good stuff after that. So you got to have a system in place. You got to be willing to deal with this. You can't be all frustrated, get your panties in a bunch, and then just shut down, because at the end of the day, the work's not going to get done when you do that. So we out here. This is the second floor unit in Cleveland. I just showed you what it looks like. We about to get busy, man. So I teach my mentees how to get access to capital, come out here and buy these buildings, these duplexes cheap, but you also have to do your due diligence and vet your tenants. So this specific unit right here in East Cleveland, we don't have to do a program because of the windows are outdated. So in order for you to get into like a Section 8 program or something like that, the windows got to be updated, they got to be vinyl. This specific property is a little bit older, so we just took a tenant that just applies. So now what we're going to do is change out the windows just like every other one of our units, right? We have all of our units on Section 8 and vouchers. So we're going to change out these windows, bite the bullet, invest some money to get those done, and then we're going to get a Section 8 tenant in here, so we don't have to worry about chasing our money. We got first, last security, and then we don't have to worry about this that you see here, because Section 8 tenants, not only are they vetted through the program, but you also get an opportunity to vet them before you bring them in here. And we do quarterly inspections every quarter. So now we'll be able to be on top of our units even more by coming in once a quarter, checking it out, and making sure it doesn't get like this, right? So as a real estate investor, I'm always learning, I'm always adding new things. We're always, meeting with other investors, asking what they do for best practices, and then we continue to grow from there, right? These are all lessons. They come at an expense. Some of them come at an expense. But at the end of the day, we learn, we adapt, and then we go forward, keep smashing it, bro. So there's some befores. I'll show you what it's gonna look like afterwards, and I'll show you when we get a tenant in here and what that looks like, what the process looks like, what the vetting process looks like, etc. So for those of you that are trying to get into real estate, I'm not sugarcoating it. This is what you expect to get into. If you have any questions, comment below. Comment below. I'll make a video answering that question, or I'll be able to answer it in the chat. But this is what it is, my people. Real estate investing in East Cleveland, Ohio. Quick update. So as you can see, we've been cleaning things up. We got a pile here of bags that we've accumulated from the inside. And these are contractor bags, so quite a few. And with just a little bit of time, elbow grease, we almost got this place cleaned up, and then we'll get into the painting. Let's get the focus. We'll get into the painting, the trims. We'll paint the brick on the fireplace. We'll go ahead and clean these rugs. I don't know why the focus is not good. Okay, here we go. Stay tuned for the finished product.